What is up, my thought daughters and gay sons? Welcome back to my channel. Today I have an absolute banger of a banger of a banger. An absolute belligerent tales from the crypt for you today. I did 15 minutes ago eat like an entire fourth of a cup of raw muffin batter. So I'm not gonna lie, my stomach really fucking hurts. I really am in pain right now. I don't know why I did that. You fully aren't supposed to do that. So I don't know what I expected. So we'll see if I can get through it because this is going to be a lot. This is just going to be a lot. This story is fucking hilarious, but it's so much. I'm just gonna get right into it. When I was about 15 years old, my mom decided to take a family vacation to Ocean City. So you already know Ocean City, Maryland? Is it in New Jersey? I don't even know what state Ocean City is in, is how much I don't fuck with or am going to associate with Ocean City. Like, absolutely have no clue. But my mom decided to take a little summer vacation, and she said, Leffley, that's what she calls me, you could bring your friend, and your brother's going to come, your brother can bring a friend. Actually, my friend's gonna come and she's gonna bring her kids, and her kids are gonna bring their friends. It was just a whole fucking shebang, right? And so we had like a big ass hotel room, like Airbnb type beat. I don't really know. It was a hotel, but it was like an apartment. Like it was a whole like house inside. Like I've never been in a hotel like that, but huge ass hotel for a lot of people. So I'm like, all right, bet. So I call up my friend Ella to come with me because I don't know, like it wasn't even like we hung out that much because we didn't, but it was just such a random like thing. I was like, I don't know, she would be fun to hang out with, and it was. So I call Ella, she comes, and then my brother gets his friends, and like everyone figures out who they're going to be together with, and then we get there, and I realize very quickly the situation I'm in, very quickly why my mom was so adamant about me bringing one of my friends, because I arrived to a frat villa. I arrived to, it looked like Love Island. It was just a bunch of frat boys. Like it was just ridiculous. It was just like 23-year-old dudes with their shirts off and like tiger tattoos, which, you know what I mean? I don't want to offend anyone with tiger tattoos, but these guys had tiger tattoos, if you know what I mean, that period. So anyway, so fucking the first day we get down there, I can save some time for the story real quick. Don't know what happened the entire first day. I have completely no idea, completely not a single idea what happened. So we're just gonna actually time skip forward to where I do have memory. That's a good setting of the vibe for you here. I don't know what happened for an entire day of this vacation. It was the most lit vacation I've ever been on that was not like a family vacation, me as a minor. Like, what do you mean I don't remember Monday? What were y'all doing? I will say though, we did before we went up, we were like, bro, we're not just gonna go play in the ocean. Like, where's the plug? We're getting the cart. Do we have at least 1 gram cart? Do we have 4 locos? We need at least 4 to 8 4 locos at the least, okay? Do we have mystery drug number 3? That's right, LSD. We decided to bring acid? We decided to bring LSD to our family beach vacation at the frat house? Why? I don't know, but I was like 14 or 15, and during this period of my life, I really could have been standing on 9/11 like on acid, and I just wouldn't have had any type of mental issue with that. Like I really was invincible mentally at a certain period of my life, and like a bad trip where never could have had one. So yeah, we brought that. We thought that would have been fun. It wasn't, but you know what I mean? We'll get there when we get there. So basically, day 2, that's where we were, because I don't know what happened day 1. Day 2, we wake up and we immediately just start, drinking the Four Locos we brought. I don't remember how much we drank in the first day. I just know that there was not the same amount we brought the next day. But we still had some. So we're like, all right, immediately let's get into this. And it was kind of like a situation where everyone just like, you know, would meet back up at the hotel, but nobody had any type of, there was no plan. There was no, let's go out to eat here. Let's do this. It was like everyone lives here, but during the day, everyone just all go in different directions into Ocean City, like do whatever you want. Nobody has any clue what's going on. There was no type of communication. It was just a fucking madness free for all. So, being 15-year-olds, we were like, hell yeah, today we're gonna wake up, eat ice cream for breakfast and drink a Four Loko and then go to the beach. Bitch, where's my bikini? Let's go. So that's what we did. And I remember the frat dudes were also getting ready on their side of the house. And we ended up going to leave for the beach at the same time. And there was this frat guy, we're going to call him Chad. And Chad got there earlier that day. He wasn't there the day before. And for whatever reason, in our like it's 9 a.m. and we're drunk middle schoolers brain, we were, I don't know how old we were like almost in high school, if not in I think we were freshmen in high school. Doesn't matter. We were like, we do not fuck with Chad. Like, he wasn't here yesterday. Like, we already are weird. We already, like, don't love that we're, like, surrounded by frat bros. You know what I mean? Like, that guy doesn't have his shirt off and he's, like, lifting weights in the living room. Like I'm trying to eat breakfast and I just feel like scared a little bit. Like, I don't know, like they're like 23 and we're like 15-year-old girls, you know what I mean? So we already just weren't fucking with that vibe. So let alone you're introducing a new member into the house so soon. Okay, so already we don't fuck with Chad. Like, that was our immediate decision. And it was really for no reason. He didn't do anything to us. But we just didn't like him. And so when we're getting ready to go to the beach at the same time, we're like, oh, okay, they're coming with us, like, whatever. I didn't realize how drunk Ella had gotten at this point. I really had no clue. But when we get into this elevator, I'm standing like on one end, Ella's standing directly in front of me, facing me. And then there's just like 5 frat guys directly behind her. Chad being the one like dead center. So I see Ella and I see Chad. And Ella's just looking at me and just literally haven't even done anything yet today besides get drunk. We're on our way to the beach. Goes, dude, I don't even fucking know who invited Chad, but he's literally ruining everything right now. And like, he's right behind you, isn't he? Like, what are you doing? And everyone in this elevator starts dying laughing. Like, it was just hilarious. It was so funny because that's so funny. I don't know, like, he didn't deserve that. Like, nothing really was wrong with Chad. Like, really, like, I'm sure he was an asshole, but not even to us. It was so out of pocket. Why did she say? She said he's ruining everything. That's so evil. Imagine like just some random bitch says that about you. We haven't even talked to him. Like, it was so out of pocket, but it was hilarious. Like, that is my favorite moment of life ever. Like, that was so funny. Chad did not think so though. Like, he was not vibing, and like rightfully so. Like, who are we? We haven't even interacted with him. Like, why would we say that? Why would she say that? That's so out of pocket. So he wasn't fucking with it, but all of his friends, like Kyle and freaking Adam and Austin, like, they were all like heavily dying. I thought the elevator was about to crash. The rumble of these meatheads, you know what I mean? It was getting scary. But yeah, so she turns around, realizes what had happened, and just like she also starts dying, but like in a different way. And we get out of the elevator and they like all go off on their own direction, and me and Ella just kind of like go off in the corner. We're like, damn, that was that was tough. Like, we definitely made the situation of our living quarters awkward, more than they already were. But you know what I mean? Like, it's okay, we can figure this out. We can let's apologize. Let's go. We'll find him. We'll make up for it. We'll definitely make up for it. What could we do to make up for it? What do frat guys, what are they like? You know what I mean? That we can give them. Pause. LSD. We have LSD. Hello. We brought acid. Like, we can totally just give him some. Like, totally. Yeah. Like, that would be such a nice thing for us to do. And we're like, all right, bet. We just need to go on the boardwalk, find him, do a very public drug deal, and like everything's gonna be good. And so we do just that. We're stumbling around again. Like, are you kidding me? Like, it hasn't even hit like 10 a.m. and y'all have already both had like finished a Four Loko, which, by the way, like, do I even have to do the whole Four Loko rant? Like, that's how young I was. That was what I chose for myself. Disgusting, but regardless, we're already just not like we're already fucking up. Like, she just completely like didn't realize that Chad was in the elevator while talking shit about Chad. Whatever. We find them regardless. We find them, and Ella's like, "Oh my god, like, we are so sorry. Like, thank you so much." Like, I don't know what. Thank you for what? I don't know. But she was just like, "Can I give you a hug?" Like, that level of drunk, like, "Can I give you a hug?" to this like adult man. And he was just like, "Yeah, I guess, like, you can give me a hug." But like, clearly he hated us. Like, he absolutely hated us. He took it so personally, which, again, rightfully so. Like, what did he do to us? But he hugged her anyway. And then we were like, "Guys, like, we can offer you offerings." Like, and we had like, I don't know, like maybe like 4 tabs. And I think we gave them like 2. We gave them each a tab. Like, we were like, "Y'all can just have these for free. Like, we're sorry." Like, we gave another guy, we didn't even do anything to the other frat guy. He was just kind of nice, actually. Like, we gave it to like this nice guy who was kind of chill, like the most chill one there, who like actually would talk to us, and it wasn't like weird vibes. So we gave it to him, and then Chad, and then we just like stumbled away. I don't know. Like, Chad did not fuck with us, but like, I don't think we cared. It was more of like an inner peace battle that had to be like, you know what I mean, set right. Okay, and then after the whole like getting right with Jesus movement, we were like, all right, bet, now what? Let's go to the beach. Let's go swimming, okay? But Ella was like, "Oh, like, I can't swim." Okay, so what was our next order of business? Go anyway into the ocean. Off, at this point, of a loco and a half, maybe even 2. Let's go into the ocean. What was that? You can't swim? Let's go then. You know what I mean? Now is the time to learn, apparently. And so we go out into the ocean, and guys, it's not like calm, like relaxing, like chill aura. It's like ocean. You know what I mean? Like, the waves are clapping cheeks. The contact with the sand is loud. It's kind of like tall. You know what I mean? Wait, like, it's kind of like it's kind of like not even like looking like I would want to swim in it sober. Like, it was just kind of treacherous. Like, it looked very tall wave, like surfer vibes. Like, if I had a surfboard, I'd fuck with it, you know? But we didn't really have time to like look at this and take this in and be like, nah. We just like trudged forth into the freaking bay area. Into the freaking, is that what it's called? But no, we just trudged forth into the sea. And, you know, at first it was like chill. We were like, "Oh, I think that we like this. I think that this feels good. Like, I think we're like at the ocean right now. I think." But eventually, like, we didn't realize how far out we were walking, but we just kept walking further into it, and it kept getting worse, and like the waves kept being stronger, and like the current was like kind of attacking us stronger. And there was like a very brief moment of like, this is amazing, like, I love the ocean. And like, I could almost like see when it just like changed, like in an instant. Like, it went from like the waves pushing us and us giggling to like all of a sudden we were like low key like trying to like go up for air, and like it like then it would like shove us underwater, and we'd be like, oh haha, and like come back up and like gas for air, and then just for another wave to immediately like come completely down our throat, where we start like choking at this point, and we're like kind of like trying to fight to stay above the waves, and it's like our laughter is slowly like turning into all like just gasps so we can get air before the next waves pushes us underneath. And like, dude, here's the thing. Ella didn't know how to swim, but like we weren't going like past where we could touch. I do know how to swim, and I don't know what was going on. Like I just guys, I apparently being drunk and being in the ocean is a very dangerous mixture. Like I guess like maybe go to like a still body of water and like don't fuck around in the actual sea, because I was drowning and I fully like I'm fully like a really good swimmer actually. So at this point I start like freaking out. I'm like, wait, why am I drowning? I never felt this way before. And I'm like fighting to like stay above, and now the fucking waves, we're kind of like in the shallow end now, so the waves are like, when it throws us under, my face is just getting completely like face planting into sand. Like it hurts. Like it's just slamming my body like hard as fuck into the sand. And like for some reason I just can't get a grasp. Like we can't get out. Like we just can't get out. It's only like 4 feet of water. We just like cannot fathom. It's like actually getting bad, and we're like, all right, like yo Ella, come on, like swim. We both like recognize that we're not enjoying it, but we can't get out, and it's like actually terrifying. Like, are we about to get pulled out into the ocean right now? What is going on? Are we about to get actually pulled out into the ocean, or like what's the vibe? But eventually we get out, and when I tell you, we were crawling out like crawling on our hands and knees on some Pearl Harbor, like gasping. There's like seaweed in our hair. There's literally a scratch across my face. Like my entire ass is like, the side of my ass is completely scratched from it just slamming me down. And we're like choking up stuff, and we crawl out, and we like we like look around. It's just like families like looking at us like, what the fuck? Like we look next to us, there's like a toddler like in the ocean just like frolicking around aimlessly. Like nobody is struggling. Like we were just like too like belligerently drunk at 10 in the goddamn morning to swim. Like we just started drowning because of our belligerentness. Like everyone is just like looking at us like, what the actual fuck? And then we look around and we start realizing like this is not our like beach setup. Like we found the people we came with, they had a spot on the beach, like our family and like all the fucking frat guys had their own spot on the beach. That's where we entered the water at, was in front of all of them. We're looking around, we don't see them. And then we like look down the beach and we're like, oh, like we literally got washed like yards down the beach. Like the current swept us away. Like we're just all the way down the beach, and all of the frat guys are just looking at us like, what the fuck? Why did those girls that just came up and gave us acid just start drowning in the ocean? Oh, well, actually, that makes sense, actually, when you think about it. So, but it was just so embarrassing. And we were like, all right, that is enough. That was the only time we went in the water that entire trip. We concluded that we didn't want to fuck with that any longer. Like, that was enough. Like, I'm not in the same. Like, let's go adventure, like, on the land. I'm fucking with that vibe. Let's go like shopping. You know what I mean? Let's go on shopping on all the little bullshit ass stores on the boardwalk. Like let's buy French fries. I don't know. Like, but anyway, so after that happens, I really don't even remember what happened much the rest of this day, because we spent it getting belligerently drunk. And we woke up the next day crying about the fact that we had no more alcohol left. We were like, dude, like, how did we drink like 6 to 8 Four Locos in 2 days? Like, we're literally like 15-year-old girls. I don't remember specifically how much we had, but it was definitely in that range. And so we were like, fuck, like now what do we do? Like, we can't possibly just like soberly enjoy this vacation. Like, there's too much freedom at our hands. Like, we can just go out and do whatever we want all day and no one's gonna bother us, and we're in like a different area. Like, we have to do something lit. And so we're like, oh yeah, we still have the acid. Like, let's do the acid today, like hungover as fuck. Like, that will be so fun. Like, I'm so excited to do this. And so we take it, we get ready, and we go out, and we decided we're just gonna walk along the shops on the boardwalk. And nothing that weird is happening. I start to feel it kicking in. It's kind of like I feel weird. Like, we both felt weird. Like, going shopping, going on a boardwalk is just not the vibe for something like that. Like, we should have been, like, I don't know, like, in public with all of these people. It was just kind of more stressful. The sun is like beaming down on us. So, like, it hadn't started to hit that crazy, but I know, like, we were just feeling kind of silly, goofy, weird. Like, we were like, this is kind of like a mad, like, strange energy occurring. And I feel like everyone's watching me to the point where I'm like looking around like I fucking people. Or wait, I don't think that's what I fucking means. Staring at people. More so than they were ever staring at me. But I notice as I'm like looking around, I look behind me and I start seeing these two boys like following us. And at first I was like, oh no, I'm just like tripping. I'm in my head. Like, I'm just on acid. Like, nobody's following like, stop. But I keep looking back, and at one point they start hiding behind shit. Like, I'll look back and the two boys are like peeking around a corner, like on some video game shit. They're like behind a trash can. Like, they start like ducking behind stuff. And every time I look back, they're like clearly following us. And I'm like, Ella, like, nah, like, there's people following. Like, there's two boys following us. Like, hello, like, what's going on? Like, let's go in this shop up here. Like, and like throw them off our track. Like, surely they won't follow us into this store. So we just beeline into this store just to like get away from them. And I remember I glance back and they're just walking up to the store, and so I'm like trying to mentally prepare, because like I said, like, I'm on acid. Like, it's starting to kick in right now, and there's people following us, approaching us. Like, I don't know if I'm in the best headspace to deal with this. And so I'm like, Ella, like, they're coming up, to let her know, like, we're about to be approached right now. And they kind of like linger outside, and then we leave and start to go back. They don't say anything, and then once we like get ahead of them, then they just run up to us. I don't know what their move was. I don't know why they did it like this. And they were like, yo, like, what's up? And they just start talking to us. I'm like, all right. I was like wondering when y'all were gonna approach us, or if you were just gonna silently kill us in silence. But no, they start like talking to us, like low-key flirting with us. Oh, and the other thing, I forgot to even introduce this dynamic. Not only had we drinking all of the alcohol, we'd also smoking all of the weed we brought. We brought like weed, like we brought a bong and a grinder. I remember we would sit outside on the balcony and smoke it. Like, I feel like we should have been more low key, but we brought an entire gram cart. We lost that, and then we only just had bud. And to this day, we have no idea where the cart went. But the bud was just like, I don't know, like a couple grams. And so we very quickly smoked all of our weed. So when we set out today, we were like, we need to find more. Like, that is one of our main goals today, like manifesting this, like putting my entire like usi into manifesting weed. I don't know how we're gonna do it. We're underage. There's really nothing pointing to us being able to pull this off, but we're gonna find it. And so when these boys come up to us and start flirting with us, we are thinking, cha-ching, like, we found it. We found it, boys. Like, we're gonna find weed. Like, I don't know how, but we just are. And so that's why we were entertaining them, because I feel like we wouldn't have too much without this. But they start talking to us, and everything they're saying is just like super strange. Like, it doesn't make any sense. Like, they say, one of them, it says he's a D1 athlete, and they're telling us they're 16 years old, because they asked our age. We're like 15, and then they tell us they're 16. But we're like, do y'all, we also said, do you guys live here? And they're like, no, we're just visiting. And they were like, do y'all want to like hang out with us at our hotel? And we were like, your hotel? Are you not 16? How'd you get a hotel? And they were like they were just like their age was very weird. Like they were being very weird about their age, and like they had a hotel somehow, but they were underage, but it was their hotel that they got, and like it was very like strange. But they were flirting with us, very much trying to get us to come back to their hotel, very much lying about their age. One of them said he was a rapper, like a famous rapper, but I looked him up. He was not famous. Maybe he rapped. He showed me his rap music, and at this point, we're just like, all right, like we'll like hang out with these guys, like. And he's like showing me his rap music, and like I'm fully starting to trip now, and I'm just like I'm like actually like enjoying talking to him. Ella's talking to like the D1 athlete, I guess, and and he was like so tall. Like he did not look 16. Like he was like 7 feet tall. Not 7 feet, but like to me in that moment, like I'm looking up at bro. Like he is so tall. So to me that means you must be like old, you know what I mean? Like what kind of kid is gonna be so tall? In reality, that's not really how that works, but still I was like, he's so big and wise. What? Never mind. But anyway, so we're walking, I'm like thoroughly enjoying like my conversation with him at this point. And then they ask us if we smoke. And that's when we both look at each other and we're like, I can't believe we manifested it. All we need was that gods of LSD. Like, hell yeah, we do smoke. And we start talking. We're like, actually, we're on acid right now. Like, honestly, I don't even know if we should have said that, but they kind of look at us confused. They're like, what are you talking about? Like, what? And we were like, oh, like LSD, like we're tripping right now. And they were like, what? Like, and we were like, you don't know what that is? And we like came to understand that these guys had absolutely no idea what acid was and have never heard of it in their entire lives. And so now I feel like I have to explain because they're like curious. They're like, what the fuck are you guys talking about? And so I'm like, oh, you know, like it's like paper and it like makes you see things. Like we're seeing things that aren't there right now. And they're just like they were like, because imagine trying to explain it to someone that doesn't know what it is. You just look crazy. Like they just didn't know what we were talking about. And they were like, you're seeing things that aren't here right now. And we're like, never mind, actually, don't worry about it, sweetheart. Like, don't worry, I guess. Like we really tried to explain it to them, but like we just looked crazy. So we're like, what were we talking about? This Zaw I hear about. Where's that at? And they're like, oh yeah, like come with us, like we got you. And so we just go around this back corner, and then they start rolling up this backwoods, and this random like other guy just appears, and we're like, oh okay, like what? And like this kept happening with them. Like I'll explain it like later, but like it was just weird. Like I know we were tripping, but like, what do you mean we just turn a corner and then there's just a guy spawns and like you're rolling a backwoods? Like I know I can manifest, but this seems way too like cartoonishly manifested, but I'll take it. And so these lovely, lovely guys share with us their backwoods, and I just remember like the sun is beating down on us and we're hitting it, and it's just such a sweet moment of like finally it's been like 5 hours since we've been conscious and not smoking weed. Like it's been so like I felt like I just went through an entire journey, which honestly is sad. Like we were acting like it was a really like we went through something hard. Like we were like, oh my god, like a tear shed down my eye, and we continue talking to them and it's chill. And then one of them, as I'm hitting it, one of them touches my booty cheek, and then I'm like, oh, we're in an alley right now with these random men, and you just touch my booty cheek, and I'm on substances, and I don't think they're the ones I should be for in this situation. So maybe we should dip. And then we kind of start like exiting. We're like, all right, thank you guys so much for being our blessings and bringing us this backwoods, but we're gonna dip. And like bro just touched my booty like it was nothing. Like he just grabbed it like it was supposed to be grabbed. And I didn't make a big deal out of it, but it was just because I was like, I'm low key, like, I don't know what to do. And So I'm just gonna like just like move away and not acknowledge you did that. And then as we started trying to leave, they were like, "Wait, like, what's your Snapchat? We got the information." And they're like, "Yeah, y'all need to come to our telly." Trying to make us come to their hotel room, and we were like, "Yeah, okay, we're totally gonna come into your hotel room and get like sex trafficked or whatever the fuck." Because like I said, I'm sorry. They were just clearly like at least 23. Like they weren't 16. Like they just simply were not 16. Like they had man faces and man bodies, you know what I mean? Like they were pubescent as fuck. Like they just really were. And as we're leaving to go away, this random car pulls up with just a bunch of more guys in it and starts yelling at the boys we were just smoking with, starts yelling at them, and it's like, "Get in the car," like da 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 da. And those people in the car look even older. And then like it was like super weird, and we were like, I don't know, like it was weird, but we were like not too out of it to fully even like we were, I don't fucking know, like we're just leaving, like we're done with this interaction. And at this point, we wanted to go back to the hotel. It was too hot. You know what I mean? We were like too much into our trip where we just wanted to like hang out in like an air conditioned room. Like we weren't really fucking with the outside world. We got what we needed. We got what we came for, and we were trying to dip. But apparently somehow we got locked out of the hotel room. I don't even know how this happened. Like I'm really not sure. I don't remember. I just know it was a situation where like we just had to wait until someone got back and unlocked it. Everyone was out doing their own shit for like the whole day. So we just had to wait until someone decided they were going to come back. So we had no idea when that would be. And we just know it. We're going to be out here for hours. And it was miserable, guys. Like it was so hot. We started to just feel not good. Like we were getting anxious and scared. And at one point, at one point we literally just went into a back alley, laid on the ground, and I just started playing Kid Cudi out of like off my phone, like playing Kid Cudi laying on the ground in an alley, like totally too vulnerable of a situation to be in. But like we were just in an alley, like listening to Kid Cudi, like low-key like fighting demons and like crying. And like I don't know, like this we had to be out there for like 2 hours or something. Like maybe it wasn't even that long, but it felt like 2 hours of just like not even doing anything. And we didn't even have any money really to like buy shit. We'd already looked at every single store. We're not going back in the ocean to take us once and for all. Like absolutely not. So we're just kind of fucked. Like so then finally, by the graces of Kid Cudi, we get a call. The crib is on the Airbnb, I don't know what it is unlocked finally, so we can go back. We ended up ordering like Chipotle, and the rest of the time was so, once we got back in the air condition, it was so good. Like the rest of our experience was of our trip was so fire, of just us hanging out and like fucking around and like laughing and shit. But it was just the fact of being like outside, it was ruining it. Like it was horrible. And then, yeah, that was pretty much it for that day. Oh, except at one point, this bitch, there's this one lady there. She was like my mom's friend or something. She was like drunk as I don't know, alcoholic vibes, to be honest. She was like so fucking drunk. And at one point spilled like something all over the fucking carpet. Blamed it on us. Hello, we got yelled at because like my mom was like, "Bro, like we're gonna have to like pay money for this," da 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 da. And we're like, "This is drunk bitch. Like this is truly on some reality TV shit. Like someone come get their mom. Like being like drunkenly spilling shit everywhere and like twerking in the living room. Like I'm trying to make eggs right now. Anyway, not that was random, but oh, and also that night, those guys kept calling us to try to get us to come to their hotel room. Like, it was super weird. And then after, like, a couple hours of us being, like, not answering them or anything, we just see them on their Snapchat story, and they're on the boardwalk at, like, 2 a.m. with these blackout drunk girls. Like, they just found other girls to, like, roofie. And they were just, like, with these, like, other victims, like, just on the boardwalk. And we were like, oh, that was easy. Like, damn. They really didn't need us because, you know what I mean? Like, they just really found other people after, like, 2 hours. And we were like, all right. So, Okay, dodged that. Anyway, also like, it was so weird. I don't know why ever they thought we were gonna do that, but anyway, the next day, right? Day 3, or I don't even, is this day 3? I think so. Day 3, we are out of, everything we own. We have nothing. It's the last day we're gonna be there, but we have nothing and we need something. And all the frat guys are trying to go to fucking Chick-fil-A. And so I'm like, bet, let's go to can we come? Hello? And they take us with them. While we're out, they get us some brewskis. They get us some alcohol. So we're like, hell yeah. Now we have the final day of belligerence secured. And I just remember too, like, because like everyone else we knew were in the area. Like this whole weekend, we would have to we would be like just crawling down the boardwalk and then like see my mom, and we'd have to be like, oh shit, like chill, like act cool, like hello, hi guys, like see you got home, and then like continue for like vorging down the fucking boardwalk. But yeah, no, they got us some alcohol, and then honestly, another day. Yeah, I don't really remember what happened this day either. I'm not gonna lie, until nighttime, because nighttime we have more to do with that lady that was in the house. We need a name for her. We're gonna call her Karen. All right, I don't know, middle-aged woman name type beat, but basically Karen, she's my mom's friend, right? And she had, like I said, all those frat guys came from somewhere. It was like her kids and their friends. So two of her kids, she brought two of her kids, and it's nighttime. Everyone's out drinking, and this bitch stumbles into the fucking hotel, and me and Ella are talking to her, and she's like freaking out, and we're like, what's wrong, like what's going on? And I guess she was out drinking at the bars with her son, and she starts freaking out, and she's like crying and shit, and she's like, yo, like my son is like flirting with a fat ugly girl. What? We were like, what is going, like, you're just drunk and being annoying right now, like this is not an issue. And she's freaking out, she's like calling him and shit, she's like, where are you, like who is that girl, like, but I don't know, I really don't understand. Like I was just so done, like I was so annoyed right at this moment. I was like, bitch, you already blamed us for spilling wine on the fucking carpet. Like, what are you bitching about? Your son is trying to. It was like, I don't understand what the issue was, but all that I could understand, like maybe I was missing it, but she just kept being like, I can't believe he's flirting with, and he's gonna go fuck that girl who I think is fat and ugly. Like, I'm sorry. What is going? Your son is an adult. What is going on? And it got to a point where she's like, I need to go search for him. Like, no, I need to go search for him. We need to stop this from happening. And Ella's like, okay, like we can help you. And I'm like, oh, we can? Okay, like I guess so. And we we go out to the boardwalk with this woman, and I guess we're like searching for her son. I don't know. We ended up giving up after like 10 minutes and going back, and at some point they ended up coming home, and like just and some type of argument ensued that was like, I don't know, honestly. I'm skipping the rest of this part of the story because it was just so actually fucking annoying. Like she was just like wouldn't shut up about how she didn't want her son to fuck a fat bitch. Like really, who gives a fuck, girl? Like shut the fuck up. Like it was so annoying. Like I hate being around drunk people. Like, do you know what I mean? Like, I don't even care if I'm drunk. Like, when you're that level, like, why are some people when they're drunk, like, just like the worst people? Like, I don't understand. Like, I really don't get it. Like, why are you like this? But she was definitely one of those people that was like this. But I don't know. They hatched their shit out. And at one point in the night, we end up on the balcony with all the frat guys. There's a gravity bong. Yes, there is. There is a GB. And thank God. You know what I mean? We're drinking their White Claws, and all we have to do is sit there and watch them, you know what I mean, hit their box mod and talk about their tattoos. Like, it was pretty good trade. One of them was even decent. One of them, like I said, the guy who we gave the tab to, the other day. He was cool. Like, I enjoyed talking to him. But the issue is that eventually he went inside. And then it was just like, at one point, me and this dude named Kyle. And oh my goodness, Kyle, if you're watching this, you're literally weird and foul. Freaking Kyle, right? Like, I had to sit there, guys. I had to sit there, you guys, and I had to listen to him talk. First of all, wouldn't stop hitting his box mod. Yes, a box mod. Like, I get it. It was like, how old was I when I was like, this was like 5 years ago, but still, get a freaking views. Like, a box mod. Like, are we so dead ass? Like, a box, whatever. He won't stop hitting it. It is ugly, loud box mod. And of course he's shirtless and he's like, gym bro type of bro, like ripped, you know what I mean? And he decides to give me an entire tour of all of his tattoos, and he's like, yeah, so if you notice, I have this arm and this leg are empty, while on the other opposing side they are full, because I'm going to save this half of my body for the first half of my life and the second half for the latter half of my life. And like, this is a tiger and this one's a rose and this one's a clock. And you know what I mean? And this one is the year I was born written on my sternum. So, you know what I mean? 1995, dude. Or I don't know when he was born, but like, do you know what I mean? Just like that type of thing. And, and I was like, oh, cool. That's really good. Like, I'm so happy for you. You know, like, I'm entertaining this, you know, and I don't really know why I'm not gonna lie. And then, oh my God, you guys, and then he started showing me his freaking rap songs. Oh my God. They were so bad. They were so bad. He started showing me his rap songs and they weren't good, okay? They weren't good. They weren't even like released. He just had made them for himself. Like, that's how bad they were. He didn't even release them because he knew, like, oh, you know, cannot be caught with this. I'll never get a girl again ever before. So but no, for me, like, it was his special night, showing me all his tattoos, you know what I mean, vaping in my face and showing me his songs. And they were so bad. Like, they were just so bad. It was like, baby, I'm gonna be rich for us one day. Like, everything one day is gonna be okay. Everyone doesn't understand the inside of me. I'm a dark demon boy, and I cry at nighttime. Like, I cry because I'm a baby. I took my baster in her turkey. I put it in her OC. It's Thanksgiving, bitch. OC. And so, like, no, like, they were just so bad. Like, it was like sad. Like, it was like sad rap songs, you know what I mean? There was no bars. Like, lyrically it was bad, and then it was also just him complaining about his life. Oh my God, shut up. You know what I mean? And so, yeah, I hated my experience out there. He was definitely, you know what I mean? And it was just inappropriate. Like, I'm not gonna get into it like too much, but it was just inappropriate, if you know what I mean. Like, it was just like not a normal vibe of if I was a 23-year-old guy that I would be like with a 15-year-old girl. Like, it was not the vibe I would personally choose, or the route or the path I would take. You know what I mean? So, you know what I mean? You know who you are. But anyway, so after that happened, really, like, I don't remember too much more occurring in this trip. Oh, and I forgot to mention, earlier that day, we went out to the boardwalk again, like, drunk as usual, and we saw those dudes. We saw those two dudes who wanted us to go to their hotel room the previous night and, like, probably gangbang us with all 30 people that were in the G-Wagon that pulled up and yelled at them. Again, weird situation. But anyway, we saw them and they were with like a group of like 30 guys. And so we were like, again, they said they didn't live there. They said they were not local, but like, why is there 30 people with you? Like, this, if this is not like friends, like, you're all just on vacation, what is going on? Like, 30, but it was like a freaking like classroom, bro. Like, it was like field trip, but like a college field trip age wise. Anyway, though, so Ella's belligerently drunk, and we see them, and I'm trying to ignore them. I'm looking the other way, and she just goes, "Hey guys, like guys, oh my god, like hi." And like she is not even talking to them. She's talking to like the guys right next to them. Like she is talking like these two are the guys that we hung out with. She's just talking to their friends. Like she's like I don't know if it was like her vision was so crossed, or like I don't know what was going on internally, but she was not speaking to the correct men, and I was like, oh my god, this is embarrassing. So I just started leaving and like grabbed her and walking away. And also those guys were just pretending they didn't know us, and they just kept walking away. But then like 5 minutes later, they do that thing they like doing where they sneakily are following us, and they fucking just run up on us from behind, and they're like, we're just kidding, like we do remember you guys, do you want to come to our hotel room? And, of course, that didn't happen. Anyway, though, so that concludes my 2019 Ocean City, belligerent, you know what I mean, like family-friendly, fun family vacation, where I only just barely got sex trafficked, gangbanged, and drowned by the ocean, So, shouts out to Ella, because honestly, that was such a, like, we for so long after that looked back at just the memories from that place, and we're just like, bro, like, what happened? Like, who was watching us? Like, that was way too completely unhinged. Like, we should have not. What type of situation was that? Like, every day it was another bender. Like, Jesus Christ. Oh, and also, those guys, we had them on like Instagram, right? We would like go occasionally and look at their Instagram, and it'd be like a month later, and they were still just at the beach with like random like girls every single time. And they clearly were lying. Like, they clearly do live there, and that's just what they do for fun, is on the weekend they go out to the boardwalk and then try to like get girls drunk. I don't know, like, it was so weird. Like, and they were definitely lying about their age. Like, they were not 16. Like, maybe they were 18, they were not 16. Like, so that was a weird operation. But shouts out to the one of them that rolled the backwoods and didn't touch my ass. Shouts out to him, he was cool. So yeah, that's pretty much all that happened there. Anyway, that's pretty much all that I have for this story. Thank you guys so much for watching, and follow me at Twitch. I stream. Follow my Instagram. Everything is gonna be at Lefty. Tell me in the comments below, thought son or gay son, or wait, gay son, or would you rather have your son be gay or your daughter be Osama bin Laden? All right, catch you guys next time. Bye.